Hey, what's going on, guys? It's just the most underdone toast here, coming live. This is episode 26 of Road to 2000 ELO in chess. Great day yesterday. Hit a new milestone of 1300. Got to eat my Skittles. Pretty excited about that. And I think we're going to hop right into another game. Do want to note that since I'm struggling so much against 1300s and 1400s, it means that I'm going to need to make some big changes if I'm to really get to my goal of 2000 someday. So I need to start ramping up my studying somewhere. Should we do the Italian or Roy Lopez? Let's do the Roy Lopez this time. If he moves here, I'll move back. And if he moves here, then I'll move back. And that actually gives me decent advantage in the beginning if he were to do that. Okay. Not aware of this variation. What I'm thinking is I could take actually, no, that wouldn't work. So what I think I'm going to do is just push a pawn. Because let's see, if I take him, he'll move here. Well, that pawn would be pretty weak, though. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and push. This pawn is pretty far into my territory, so I'm not too worried about stopping him. So I think what I'll do is I'll push my knight up and then bring my bishop back is what I'm thinking. Okay, I guess he's just threatening this pawn. I'll do the most simple defense. Okay, he takes the knight. Oh, he's going for this guy, isn't he? That's a pretty good opening, actually. I did not even realize that. Yeah, that's usually the only reason, a good reason would be to bring your queen in early, is to simultaneously attack two different pieces. And he just played that pretty well. So things aren't looking so great now. I think our best bet would be to bring this guy back and kind of reevaluate the situation. Let's attack the queen. He misses it. I mean, even at 1300 level, people still blunder. Like, it happens. Let's take the knight to really weaken his defense here. And then we'll castle. So we're up by 6. Things are looking good. I mostly just got lucky that he didn't spot the blunder of losing his queen. But as long as we don't make any major mistakes, this should be a fairly straightforward game. In fact, all we really have to do is trade pieces. So if he takes, I'll take, putting him in check. You have to move to his corner. Yeah, when you're up by 6, you basically just trade pieces until the game's over. I think that's why in such higher levels, such as grandmasters. If you lose a major piece, such as a bishop or a knight or a rook, you just forfeit, because it's so hard to avoid. It's just so hard at that point to avoid not trading. We'll bring in our other rook, and we'll start pushing our pawns. So you go here, he takes, I take. Or we could go here and then here. But then I wouldn't be able to take this guy. So let's go here. Yeah, I got pretty lucky with his blunder, because otherwise he was up by 3, just because yeah, this is usually the best reason to bring your queen out. It's to attack either this pawn or this pawn, and simultaneously attack one of the pieces that was brought out early. So I'm gonna have to watch out for that a little bit more. My king is currently pinned. I think I'll just move my king for a moment. Put him on a white square, since it's a dark squared bishop. There's no real threat of him going here. So I suppose I can just start taking out his pawns. I do want to keep my queen safe, though. Kind of like safe, but also out of the way. So I think I'll just bring my queen back. See what they do here. They might just push forward, which would be fine. Take. I'll have to move my queen. Where do we want to put her, though? I'm thinking just here. Can attack this pawn. Get the checkmate, I think. Or no, because then they could just push here. But then I could take. So I think that's my next best move. Well, the bishop is here, though. Okay. No real threat there. Take. So let's put him in check. And then bishop's in a fairly good spot, actually, because I can't move here. Maybe try to get a trade. If he declines, then I can go up here. Take. Well, I'd be losing a rook, though, for a bishop. Which, let's see, move up here, he takes, I take, and then he moves here. I mean, I'd just rather not, because, you know, we're doing okay. So let's move back, and then let's just start pushing this pawn. I didn't even need to do that, actually, because my queen is covering this pawn. But, oh well. I guess we could bring our rook over here, and then just, like, really start charging ahead with this pawn. If we're able to take out this rook, we could get a potential checkmate. So maybe I should be doing this instead. Maybe I should be pushing these pawns and breaking this open. Let's push this pawn forward. Take the trade. And then we'll bring our other rook in. And we'll try to finish him off. I think just move up here, do the trade, and then move here. Again, guys, I'm not the best at checkmates at this point in time, but you know, I'd much rather just take it slow and make sure that I get the win than blunder something. Okay, let's force a trade. And we could take this bishop. And I guess we can just bring our rook out and finish him off that way, huh? Yeah, because if we bring our rook up here, then that's checkmate, so let's just do that. While he's pondering, sponsor for today is Skittles. Go check them out at www.mars.com or www.skittles.com. Taste the rainbow. The Shriekers I had yesterday, they were sour. And they weren't just a little sour. Like, they were quite sour. They were delicious, though. I liked them. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Oh, no. If he does just make his clock run out, then I'll just skip ahead in the video, because this might be a minute. This might be a minute. But in case he doesn't, I'll just keep talking about this channel. I was watching a really cool video yesterday. It was a guy trying to get to 2,000 ELO in 1 week on chess.com. And he was at the moment, he was, I believe, 1,400. Okay, and he resigns. So the really cool thing about the video is when I saw it, I was like, clickbait, you know, he's either cheating or he's not actually going to reach 2,000, but he did. It turns out it's because he focused purely on bullet chess, and he used some pretty cool tactics. And he got to 2,000, which was just kind of insane to me. So I'm thinking maybe something cool to do would be reaching 100 subscribers. I could try to get to 2,000 ELO on my chess.com account through bullet chess. I probably won't do a week because he had a full week of just like nothing else going on. 90% accuracy, that's not bad. So he had nothing else going on, so he just focused purely on chess for a week straight. I would probably do like a month just because I have a job and a family and all that fun stuff. But I thought it was a pretty entertaining video. I'll link it in the description for you guys. Okay, so we play the Roy Lopez. Looks like I was supposed to take, so good for me there. And then this was the big was not bringing my bishop back. So, I mean, I'm assuming that's what I was supposed to do. No, I was supposed to castle. Okay. So I was supposed to castle because now with his queen free to come out, he could be attacking this pawn and this bishop simultaneously. Should have known that, so I should have castled. But instead, I decided to try and protect the bishop. Now, because of that, he moves here, and I put up like a decent defense by moving here, or so I thought. But while this looks like a good move, and this looks like a good move, in reality, it's just absolute doo-doo. Because, look at this. He comes in with his bishop. He takes out the defense for this bishop. I'm now hanging. I have to pull back, and I'm down by 3. So just absolutely no bueno. He's up by 4.2 at the moment. 3 pieces. This game is in very bad shape. Thankfully, he just blunders, gives me the queen. And after that, I mean, this looks pretty even throughout. We'll have to see if we missed any checkmates. But after that is basically just trading off pieces. Right, move around, take some pawns. Take another pawn there, make the rook trade, take his bishop, and then he resigns there. Pretty straightforward game, but I'd say that the big lesson this time is in the opening, make sure that the queen does not fork 2 different pieces. So I guess be careful when you move forward that much in the opening. So let's go and write that in our notes, and then we'll continue. Chess notes. Let's put it in the common mistakes. So, in the opening, queen forked bishop, and what would you call those pawns? What would be a good name for these pawns? Mid-side pawns? I'll just say G2 pawn. And we'll just leave it at that. Alright, let's do one more. And then I'll use the rest of my chess time today to study. Boop. So, yeah, that was an interesting opening because I thought I was protecting the bishop. But because of his dark squared bishop, he was able to take me out fairly easily. Alright. What do you guys think we should do this time? Roy Lopez, or not Roy Lopez, Carl Kahn's, Sicilian. Let's go with the Sicilian. Whoa! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. He was ready for it. He was absolutely ready for it. We could go here. What's the best move for this, guys? What do you think? I can't do my regular Sicilian because moving here would just give him the pawn. But I can't cover that pawn with anything else, so I think pushing this would be an okay move. So protect this pawn for the moment until I can develop my knights. It is kind of a weird spot, though. Like, I don't really want to move here, because that's a direct attack for his white squared bishop. But I need to develop somehow. So I suppose we could go here now. Okay, he's going for the King's Indian defense. So let's continue weakening this file that he's going to be shooting down. Could go here, take. Then he takes, though. I don't think that's going to be the computer move per se, but let's move that pawn up just to strengthen this chain a little bit. All right, let's see what he's up to here. Take, and then I have a weakened pawn, I guess. So I don't really see what the point of that would be. So let's just ignore him for the moment and continue developing. I think we'll have to castle kingside with the situation that we're currently in. I don't want to go here, though, or else I'd be giving up my pawn. So let's move here. I could just take with my queen, so that is not a huge deal. I need to protect this pawn, though, is the thing. I suppose I can move back here, but my queen's currently in bad position. Take. He takes me. Take. Things are looking a little weird. Let's make sure we have this right. Take. I think we're okay by doing this. I think we'll be up a pawn. We're gonna be in like not great position though. Alright, why did he do that? Am I missing something? I must be missing something. Go here. I'm like scanning the screen right now, making sure I'm not about to lose something. Could go here. He'd then move his knight. But that would give me a pawn. Go here. He moves the knight, and then I move my queen back. Does that work? I think it does. We do have to continue developing. So let's be careful. Okay, my queen is safe for the moment. I'm thinking go here and then move away. It would have to be like here. Move my queen away, and then I can attack this rook. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. I am not in a great position at the moment, is the thing. Okay, he's starting to come in with both of his knights. He wants to form some kind of attack. I could take. He take me, I'd take him, and then he take me. So I'd be losing a queen and a bishop for a queen and a rook. That would be worth it, right? Unless I'm crazy. Okay, interesting. So he decides to push. He's probably going to try to take out this bishop. So let's be really careful about what we're doing here. Trying to take my castling privileges, unfortunately, and it works. And now he has this queen here. So I'm up a lot in material advantage, but he has a straight shot to my king now. So this is starting to look a little messy. A lot's going to depend on where I move this king. I think all of my pieces are safe at the moment. So I'm thinking just go here. Because then all my pieces will be safe. Which I really don't like that because my rook is closed in, but I don't see the alternative. I guess he could take my pawn, but okay, so we're up by 3. Pretty good start. He does not have a dark squared bishop, so I'm thinking move here and then get my other rook out. Like, I should not push that off. I should do that immediately. So let's do that. Knights could just be so tricky, but I feel like that's the best thing. He'll probably just take this pawn. No, he starts pushing. Okay. So I guess he wants to go here. Could move here, but then take. Like I would be losing a rook. So he's focusing on... Yeah, so I think I need to go here now. I'm up by 3, but he's in a much better position than I am. He'll probably move here next. Well, maybe. Yeah, where am I going to move my bishop? I have to connect my rooks. Have to connect my rooks right now. He could take this pawn. Or no, he can't because I'm covering it with these two. Yeah, this is an interesting game. What are we going to do? We have to get into a better position somehow. Doing that's going to require me moving this guy and my knight. Maybe move my knight here. Okay, I think if he keeps both of these knights here, I think what I'll do is I'll push one of these two pawns. Probably this one. I'll push this pawn, make him back away. Try to get rid of this knight, and then I'll start developing a little more. Okay, so he starts to attack this pawn with 3 different pieces. I can defend with this piece, or I could just move. If I go here, then he'll take. Is that worth it? That's a lot of calculation. So I'd be winning a knight, and a bishop. He would be winning, so what is that? 9. He would be winning a pawn, a bishop, and a knight. which is 7. That is if I move here, I think I just said. I don't even know what I just said. Go here. I mean, it's better than thinking about it for forever. No, I think, yeah, I was saying if I push this, then that's what would have happened. So I think I should have just let him take, actually. I don't know. There's a lot of things to calculate in a moment like that. And I really just don't want to risk it, so I'm just not going to. Okay, let's back up the knight. And then let's attack this knight. I guess we could go here and then move here. Okay, so he's blocking off his bishop, so that's good. Can we attack this knight? Like, there's nothing I can do to attack him. It's kind of annoying. Let's move up and then go here. He is coming in with the pawns, which me no likey. So he might move here next. Okay, so he just takes. Take. And I could go here. But he also has this piece. There's a lot of pressure right here on this spot. I think I need to start attacking him a little bit more. Because he wants to move with both of these pieces. What if we just block this one off so we don't have to worry about him? And then when this one comes in, we should be sufficiently defended. Let's see, take. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Don't want to take. Can move our knight over here. No, we don't want to do that. We would want to move, because then he would just push here. This is kind of messed up. I suppose I could go here. And then if he en passants me, I could just take, and I think we'd be okay. Alright, he just keeps pushing. So now I could go here. There's so much stuff going on in this corner. It's like, holy moly. If he pushes here, I'll just move away. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure going on here right now. It's a wee bit annoying, but because I'd much rather be having the pressure be on his side. Right. I can't attack this pawn. I think we'll move. Nope, definitely don't want to do that. Let's just move this guy here for now, protecting this pawn. Oh no, I see what his plan was. That is no bueno. That is no bueno. If we go here, it's a trade. If we go here, it's a trade. I think I just have to move here and take the trade, unfortunately. I wish my rook was here so I could attack this guy. Can I put him in check at all? Not really. There's no safe spots for me here. So go. He takes me. I take him. There's just not enough time to calculate. Dang, this game was looking pretty good, and now it's looking a little scary. A little scare bear. Okay, now he's really starting to push here. Screw it. All out pawn attack. I have lots of guys to cover this space, so it's time to start attacking with the pawns. I've let him get away with this for far too long. Now he has to move the knight. And then if I take this, I'm not sure if I'll have enough defenders is the problem. Right, take. He moves here. Take. That won't work. Ah, this is like my worst nightmare. This is my worst nightmare, people. And I'm in check, so this is the only move. I think I have to move here. No, I can't. I can't. Let's move here. It's all about stopping this pawn now. All about stopping this one pawn. He had a good strategy trying to make that happen though. Okay, things are starting to get pretty tied up. What is he up to? He wants to go here? Here? Oh, no. Okay. We can go here. Let's see. He goes here. Ah, we're out of time. We are out of time. No, I can't go anywhere. I cannot go anywhere right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. We are so low on time. I wish I could put him in check by moving this pawn, but I can't. This is insanely close. Push the pawn, push the pawn, push the pawn. What can we do to defend this pawn? That's all that matters. You know what? This might be a winning position. This might be a winning position, guys. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, I can't even get close. No. Well, what a world. Okay, so he's gonna move. We go here. No. Dang it. That was so close, too. I think I could have won somehow. Not exactly sure how, but I think I could have won. That was a very close endgame. I'll have to analyze that. Oofda. Alright, let's go and analyze that game. I feel like that game was a win for most of the playing, but I feel like I made some kind of mistake towards the end. Not sure what exactly though. He was in the lead for a good amount of time, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe there wasn't anything I could do. Really? There was no way to win in this position? Alright, let's analyze the entire game. He was in the majority for most of it, actually. But let's do a quick analysis, and then we'll call that a wrap. Okay, so he plays Zucker Tort opening. I do the Sicilian Invitation, which he declines. Looks like our opening wasn't too horrible. I mean, that move wasn't so great, but... Okay, so we're able to get into a fairly nice position. He tries to attack us with the knight. Doesn't work so well, though, and I'm able to be up by 3. He starts to attack with his other knight. I start moving pieces around. This was a bad decision, because it looks like he could have... let's see, where's the bad decision? Right here. So he could have moved this pawn in. Okay, I see. Yeah, there's so much pressure in this corner the entire time. So that got pretty intense. I mean, it just goes to show that pawns are formidable opponents in the right circumstances, right? When everything is riding on an opponent pawn becoming a queen, that is where all the focus goes. So I was still in a fairly good lead here, but moving this pawn up is what changed the game. Like, look at that difference. So I thought what would be good is to stop him from moving forward. You stop it. You're going to make people lag. Okay, but it looks like what would have been better is to go here. And start pushing this pawn. So is there no threat over here anymore? Like, I'm just so confused because... You know, if I do something like this, then, like, look at how much pressure he has going on over here. I guess it does open things up by taking, but I feel like it hurts me more to do that. Right? Take. Where am I at there? I mean, it's about even. Bring in my other rook. Maybe he moves up. Oh, he wouldn't do that. He would move his knight. Maybe he moves his knight back. He would have to move it back. Interesting. Okay. So just a wild endgame. But it looks like this move is what cost me the game, unfortunately. Maybe I'll plug it into an engine of some sort that will give me an AI analysis telling me why that was a bad move. But so after that, I move up, trying to create a little wall. And that just does not help me. He starts moving with all of his pieces. And then he's able to initiate a trade, rook for bishop, and after that, he's just in the lead the entire time. I think we both played pretty accurately here, but there's just not much I could do. Like, you know, when his pawn is that close and it's protected by a knight, you're going to be losing some material. All right, he forces a trade, makes the queen, knights. And looking at this position, I thought I was actually in a winning position because these pawns are close, and all he really has is a knight at the moment besides this pawn. But I guess there was no way to win that position, which is kind of sad because I was a little excited about where I was. But yeah, that was just a losing endgame. So I think when I study this game, which I will do immediately after this recording, instead of studying the endgame, I'm just going to study, I'm going to study this portion. And I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. Maybe I'll give you guys a quick run through about what I learned. But it's important, you know, it's important when you're 1300, 1400 to analyze positions like this and just like realize how a move such as this can cost you the game. Because I was in the lead by quite a bit. But you live and you learn. You know, we'll analyze it. We'll learn. We'll try to make sure we don't make the same mistake. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe, donate, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for our road to 2000. Peace out, my homies.